What is up, guys? Welcome. Enough with the goddamn stools, Devin.
Yeah, they're moving before you hit record.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. As many of you watching know, we finally got our 911 turbo running after, well, it's a 911 SC turbo conversion, but we got it running after a close to 2-year build. It'll be 2 years in August, so it's not quite that long, and it runs as good as it looks. And it's gonna look a lot better because we're gonna do body work soon, but first, we have an issue, don't we, Devin?
Yep. It has a little bit of a leaking issue with the turbo, and our intercooler fills up with oil.
There's a few things that could cause this, one being that the seals in the turbo itself are dry and worn out and oil is puking past those. Or two, the pressure in the turbo is too high because it's not draining good enough, but typically with that, you get oil coming out of your exhaust, and that's not the case with ours. It is bone dry, so we think it is the former, and that is that the compressor side seal might just be crusty. So we're gonna go ahead and change that. We're gonna walk you guys through how to rebuild an old turbo, just in case you want to do a turbo project and you want to save a little bit of money. These rebuild kits are only like 50 bucks, and whole sets in used condition, you can get them for as cheap as $200. So for like 250 bucks, you can get a reliable, good turbo. Okay, so Devin's pulling off the turbo now, which is quite simple. It's just these 4 bolts. If you look in here, I drained this the other day. Let me get the contrast up so you guys can see it, the exposure, whatever. See, in the corner, it's puddling up there, and then from there, it shoots up here and ends up in the intercooler. I cleaned the intercooler the other day, which it's not over there anymore, Devin. Where'd you put it?
Yeah, I had to stand it up in there just to see if there's any excess oil in there. It didn't look like there was a whole lot in there since you cleaned it. But.
Okay, I actually expected there to be a little bit more oil in this thing because I was going to show you guys how to clean it. If you have an issue with your turbo puking oil into the intercooler like ours, the easiest way to clean it is to just run gasoline through it. It kind of dissolves the oil and flushes it out. And the thing about gas is that it also evaporates quickly, so you don't have a bunch of liquid in your intercooler. Okay, so you can see the fresh oil that's clearly, as this rotates, it's just puking out the side here. And then you can see the staining from where this used to happen in the past with some dirtier oil, probably when it was on a tractor. So this situation with this turbo has been happening for quite a while. And since it's not leaking out of the exhaust side, we could just assume that it's not a pressure-related thing. It's just the seal that might be a little bit dried out. So we're going to go ahead and break this down, and you should be able to rebuild these in about an hour.
Alright, with the whole thing disassembled, you can look down in here and you'll see that there's a couple of C-clips. And
let me look down in there, bro.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but you can try.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, nice. Well, there's some little C-clips in there. And these little bearings go in there. Another C-clip goes on the other side. Once I get those in there, we can put the, I don't know, shaft thingy back in there.
Sick vocabulary, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that thing's called, but... Put it back in there, and then from there we just put these things on in order that they came off, and it's good to go.
See, this is interesting because Devin clearly has never done this before, and
no.
we're not professionals, we're not technicians, we're not master mechanics. A series of things that were kind of our fault, but not really because it's just dumb. This turbo is pretty much broken. What happened is there's these little piston rings that's in there, and the kit only came with one, and that's because on most of these turbos there is only one, but because I don't know if it's like ours is a one-off model, it's a tractor turbo, ours had 2. So we were trying to use a combination of the old one and the new one, and that wouldn't go in. So what we ended up doing is putting the old ones back in, and it worked, but the issue is that this heat shield also acts as a washer. So the bottom piston ring went into the journal and it expanded, and now it's not allowing us to get the shaft back off. So in the stage that it is right now, you're supposed to be able to just tap this off and then this comes out. Right now, though, we have a piston ring that's preventing us from doing that, and that's in a spot that we don't have access to and we can't get it off. So simply because we forgot to put this on when we were putting this back on, unless a machine shop can do something about it, this turbo is basically out of commission, at least for the time being. And
shit happens.
Yeah. Okay, so it's now the next day. Sorry, I was just making sure the mic's on because I forget that all the time. Currently we don't have a turbo for this car. We did actually. It's not broken, but it's definitely inoperable until we get that shaft out. There's a few different ways we could do that. But we did some search around, and actually a while ago we came into contact with somebody who has a good deal on a Garrett GT 3076R. It's a ball bearing turbo. This dude's in Vegas, and we would like the turbo for this weekend. Today is Thursday.
Yep. So
road trip to Vegas time. We're gonna go get a ball bearing turbo for our 911 project, and then we'll have it plumbed and installed this weekend.
Yeah.
We just gotta drive 4 hours to Vegas.
Super fun. But Adam's coming down this weekend. He really wanted to check out the Porsche, so we're not gonna let him down.
And you know, after a year and a half of this thing not running, and then we finally get it going, and it's awesome to drive. We still want to tune it into maybe the dyno next week. We don't want it sitting here longer like this than it needs to be. So we have every incentive that we need to just sack up and drive to Vegas. So that's what's happening.
Go in like a road trip.
We like to stop and fill up in Death Valley because it's fucking weird. Baker specifically, it's just a really odd place.
It's cool. It's a spot with the giant thermometer, and it's got alien jerky and a few other iconic spots. Got the Mad Greek, which has signs going up and down the 15 for like 50 miles.
I want to know if this is like a GTI thing. Sometimes we drive this car and other GTI owners, I don't know what model this is. I think this one's a 2011. Do you notice that the gas tank is like abysmally small and you have to fill up so often? As soon as it hits red, like the low gas thing, it's literally out within 5 miles. I don't know if they should have just put a bigger tank or if the gas mileage just isn't that good.
Pretty sure if you put like $40 in this thing, it's full.
Oh yeah, that's true. But for comparison, like we got halfway here and it's about time to put gas in it. The diesel truck, the F350 that we have, can make it almost to Vegas and back on a single tank, but that's because it costs $100 to fill. So I don't know. I think they could have put a bigger tank on this thing. We didn't bring luggage, so I'm just holding it. So this is not how I expected today to go. It's a little late, a little bit later than we thought it was going to be. So we're not driving back, but because it's a random Thursday, hotel rooms in Vegas are super cheap, and we just got upgraded to the suite. And for a little bit more money, we could have gotten the one with a foosball table in it, but that would have been a little bit excessive. This room's already huge, and we didn't have any luggage because we didn't think we were going to be staying here. So Devin's just walking around with this. Let me show you guys. This is the new ball bearing turbo. It is, as you can tell, significantly smaller than the HX35, but its horsepower rating is up around 480, I believe. It's the Garrett GT 3071R. They have a bunch of different compressor housings, so we could change that if we want to. It's very light. It's about half as heavy as the whole set. This is kind of just like a modern version of the ones that come on the 911, the K27.
That thing's pretty sweet. I can't wait for the intercooler piping to go straight up and not go all the way down and do a U-turn.
So the big benefit about this is when it's mounted like this, this pipe goes straight up, and we don't have. I'll cut a clip to it. It's that awkward U that's on the bottom.
The lowest part of our engine. And it's rubber too, so if we ever bottom out, it's just gonna
It's just
rip
ripping
that
a
off.
hole in it.
I think Devin's gonna go to the top floor of the parking garage and try to get a drone shot because we brought the drone. And then it's not too late. We're gonna go enjoy ourselves because we're already in Vegas, so why not? And then tomorrow we'll figure out how to get this turbo onto the car.
Yeah, pretty excited.
Okay, Devin just got back and no go on the drone shots, but that's okay. We're gonna wrap this one up right now. That means that Devin's gonna pick a winner for this video's giveaway. If you're unfamiliar with our channel, we give away products from boostedshades.com every single video. Even if you guys don't win, please head over and see what we have at boostedshades.com. It is the best way to support us. Special thanks to anyone who's purchased something so far.
All right, this video's winner is Dexter.
All right, Dexter, you can hit us up at Teamboosted at boostedshades.com or through any of our social media platforms, and we will get back to you and ship you your prize. If you guys are interested in winning, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Any comment is eligible. Sometimes we ask you guys stuff we don't think we're going to tonight, so just comment whatever you want. Let me rethink that. Maybe we do want to ask you guys something. We do actually want to ask you guys something. We didn't expect to be in Vegas tonight.
Vegas is a hell of a city, and there are lots of things to do. There are shows, there's gambling, there's excessive drinking.
Yeah, you probably know what Vegas is, and because we're from San Diego, we've been here quite a few times. What would you do in Vegas tonight? That's the question. If you want to answer it, you can. If not, any comment is eligible. So like, subscribe, and comment. It also helps just if you guys share or anything like that. The more engagement we get, the more exposure we get. We got a fair bit of subscribers from the last video because you guys hit that like button and share the video. So if you want to support us, you head on over to Boosted Shades, or you could just like and share the video. All of that stuff helps us out. But that's going to do it for this one.
As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.